Wacky Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered. The real deal. No pre-planning. No chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
What's going on, Facebook? Welcome to another edition of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Those of you that are joining us for the first time, welcome. It's going to be another great show. I never not have a great show. All my shows are great. But tonight's going to be good, man. Tonight's going to be, like my boy likes to say, bien necio, dude. And, you know, if you don't know what necio means, it means like just, I don't even know. I don't even know how to tell you in English what necio, man. It's going to be, you know, something you guys are really going to enjoy, something different. It took me a little work to get this guest that I have on tonight. But before we get to the guest, man, for all my new viewers, people watching, I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's gonna be a great show. Like I said, I do this every single Wednesday around 7:30-ish. Tonight we had a little technical difficulties. The bathroom down here was being used, so I had to run upstairs. But now, man, thank you guys for for tuning in for the first time. My name is Bumper Gomez. I've been doing this for about 20-something weeks. It's something I just do for fun, and it just grew from one thing to another. It grew and grew and grew, and you know, it's something that I love doing. I really hope that you guys enjoyed tonight's show. I'm actually honored and privileged that this gentleman that I'm going to have on tonight would give me his couple of hours of this evening to sit here and talk with you guys. So again, tonight's show, if you guys are tuning in for on Joey's side, hey, he got you to tune in. That's awesome, great, man. But if you're not doing nothing on Wednesdays, man, for a couple hours, 7:30 to 9:30, usually Central Standard Time, we do different topics. We talk about all kinds of different things. We talk about I've talked about everything from race, politics, you know, just little life journeys, people's life journeys. That's what I really like to stick the show to on is people just talking to people in conversation mode, and maybe you get something from it. And if you don't, cool. If not, it's just, you know, something entertaining, something other than watch the Netflix and whatever you watch. So yeah, man. Without further ado, tonight I have the man, the myth, the legend. This guy. He is awesome, man. He is an awesome guy. Very humble. I mean that. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. But I mean, he is humble as humble can be. You know. So without further ado, man, here he is in live and in color. Joey, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
What's up, doggy? How are you, man?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. I like your background. What looks bien homey.
Hey, mira, puro Cobra Kai.
Hey, dude, that was one of my questions for you. You already ruined it, dude. Hey, are you Miyagi-Do or are you Cobra Kai?
Hey, Cobra Kai never dies, vato.
But you know, Joey, I reached out to you.
First of all, wait,
go ahead. Let's do it. What's up?
Before we even continue, man, let me just take the time to thank you, man, for inviting me to your show. It's super awesome what you're doing, dude, and you know, thank you for your friendship, and you already know, bro. I appreciate it, man, for real.
No worries, brother. No worries, man. That's what makes this country great, dude. We got to help each other out whenever we can. Not even help each other out, man. Just friendship, and you know, I think that's what I talk about it all the time. I mean, I think sometimes that's what our country's missing, man. Just a little bit of friendship, a little bit of loving, things like that, bro. So it's it's honored. I'm honored on the real. I'm so honored.
Well, I'm honored to be on your show, man. Finally.
No, I know, because I had you. I was talking to you earlier, and a lot of people don't know, man. Wacky Wednesday in its early, and I say it's early, bro. Like it's been years. 22 weeks ago, if you were to watch like episode 1, 2, and 3, you'd be like, "What in the hell is this guy doing?" And you you were one of the ones who used to watch in the beginning, be like, "Yo, bro, you're getting hammered." And we were talking about that.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'd go scroll through Facebook and see Bumper. Happy New Year.
Oh, dog, it's Happy New Year all the time, bro. It's Happy New Year all the time. But Joey, I got to know you. It's probably been maybe the beginning of 2020. I mean, I've actually personally known you. Known who you are, shit, dog, for years, bro, for years. I mean, and we'll go into the different groups you played with. I don't want to get into that right away, but I've known you, dude. I mean, from way back in the day, to know that you were that little chavalito that was in the background there with Excelencia, and now to know that I'm talking to you, it's a crazy feeling. But I want to go over maybe tell a little story, dude. How I first like personally met you. I'm sitting down. It's a Sunday morning. I'm sitting down, and my wife made huevos rancheros, tortillas.
My favorite.
Dog, the whole spread, fool. And like, not that my wife doesn't cook like that all the time, but for her to cook like that morning, I was like, oh my goodness. I sit down, bro. I'm about to break open my first egg to see all the, gooey yellow stuff come out. And as soon as I do that, my phone rings, and it's Eloy. And Eloy's like, Bump, where you at? I said, dog, where else would I be at? It's early. He's like, I said, I'm at home, bro. I'm about to eat breakfast. He said, dog, I need you. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I need your help. You need to come pick us up. I said, I need to come pick you up. Are you in jail? Where the hell are you at? And, something had happened with the bus that you were on. And I said, well, who am I picking up, bro? I said, who am I picking up? He said, dude, just get out here, please. Just get out. Who did this? Jesus. People are asking about my background, fool. So I was like, dude, where are you at? So he's like, I'm just outside of San Antonio. Okay. Just outside of San Antonio to me is like elotes, outside of 1604 Culebra area, Well, anyway, I drive out to the middle of nowhere, literally 10 west, or you guys are coming from west, coming east. And you guys were out in the middle of freaking nowhere, dude. And all of a sudden, I have the long Escalade, and people just start throwing bags, and people just coming in the car. I mean, I think I had two people sitting in the middle of the
on
the floor. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So we got to talk a little bit on that good hour and a half drive back in, and then we had a little lunch and stuff. And from there, we kind of kicked a little friendship off. And every time I reach out to you, you've always reached back out to me. And before I go on, that's the one thing that I want to say right now. I want to tell you right now that you are somebody, bro, who is like humble de madre, straight up.
Thank you, man.
I don't care what anybody says. You.
Hey.
Go ahead. I lost you. I can't hear you. Let me see. Nope, I lost you. I can't hear you. Oh, no. I don't know. Let's see. What'd you touch? Nothing. Get off and come back on. Hang it up and, yeah. So as I was saying, we let Joey get back on. He's having some technical difficulties. Joey, can you hear me?
Are we back?
Yeah,
We're
I got
back.
you. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
So
Okay.
uh,
Sorry.
he's
Sorry,
back. We're having technical.
this whole
So,
it's no, it's this whole this iOS 14 update on my
oh,
iPhone.
it's been acting up.
No, it's not acting up. It's just that now when people call and I can reject, but I guess it's muting my mic
Oh,
and
dude,
whatnot.
no, but
Yeah.
people are gonna be calling you on purpose. They're gonna ruin the whole thing here. Hey, but what I was saying, bro, is that you know, I freaking I admire the fact that you talk to everybody and like you don't like when you see some artists and no matter the type of music they play, right, the genre they play, most people they don't want to be bothered, bro. They're like, whatever. I'm cool. You want an autograph here? Let me sign it. Get out of my face. You know what I mean? I'm being real. That's how most people are, and I'm sure you've been around people like that.
Oh
And
man.
I've never got that from you, bro. Even before I met you personally, the few times I got a couple of pictures here you probably never seen from back in the day when we were just being fans, and we have a pic with you. You were never like that, bro. You were humble as hell. I met you one night when you were playing. Los Tigres were ending the night, and you and Lalo
Oh
were there
yeah,
talking.
you took a picture of me and Lalo.
Yeah, me and Lala. Yeah, you
Yeah, I
remember that?
remember
See,
that. I
you
remember
remember.
that.
You
Yeah, I
got a
remember
good
that.
memory, bro. So yeah, I just before we go on, bro, I wanted to let you know that that's what I admire you most about you. You being an artist is that you're a humble dude, bro, and you talk to everybody,
Thank
and
you,
that says a lot
man.
about
You know
yourself.
what? I'll tell you something, man. It's funny because there's people out there. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, of course, right? But it really blows my mind if I read a comment that somebody said, "Oh, he was stuck up," or he was being a dick or whatever, and I'm just like, "What?" Like, I've never treated anybody like that in my entire life. Or should I say that maybe a little bit didn't deserve it, you know,
Right.
or that did deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for the most part, it's like I think that if anybody out there has anything negative to say about me, they don't know me, dude. They really don't. And I trust me. I've met people that have told me, dude, like, man, you're very like unapproachable. But then somebody either breaks the ice or I'll come and say what's up, but they're like, man, you're just so like down to earth, dude. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, what else is there to be? You know?
Yeah, I mean that's what I always got from you, bro. I've always gotten you to just be you're just a normal guy. Hey, bro, just this is what I do for a living. You know,
Exactly.
that's what's cool, man. So Joey, without further ado, dude, I wanna, man, there's a lot of comments, bro. We have people watching on the Quiera, bro.
That's cool, man.
Florida,
Tell everybody I
all
said
over
what's
the
up because
place.
I can't see comments because I'm using my phone
Oh, you can't see the
to
face.
talk to
I'll
you.
tell you. I'll tell
Yeah.
you, bro. People are saying, "No, hombre, Joey." No, they're not, bro. You get from people from Florida, from all over the place. Manny from Florida, what's
Shout out to
up?
everybody tuning in, man.
Yeah. Um, so Joey, I was making my show on being just a conversation and stuff off the top of my head, but as I've gotten a little bit better and better, I've gotten more equipment and gotten a little bit better stuff. You know what I mean?
You're like the Jeffersons. You're
Yeah,
moving
bro,
on
we're
up.
moving on up. You know what I mean? We got you got Clappy. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. That's
So,
awesome.
uh, I want to get to know you, and I want the fans to get to know you. If you guys have any questions, man, if y'all have anything that you guys want to ask Joey, go ahead and put it here in the comments. If I see it, I can put it on there. I really or I mean I could even get fancy, bro. I mean we can do it. A ver, let's see. ¿Dónde está el del Manny? Or Manny Moreno. We'll put that one on there. Check it out. Mira, all the way from Hollywood, bro.
Oh,
So
Cali in the house.
Cali's in the house.
And
What's up to my
beautiful
boy
weather over
Manuel? Go
there.
check out his new new single just released last Friday. Look up Manny Moreno there on Spotify. Hey, but so Joey, where are you? I know now you're in Alice, Texas, but where are
Yes,
you
sir.
at? Where are you originally from, bro?
I was born in Seguin, Texas, which is like east of San Antonio, that going towards Houston.
On the 10.
Born and raised, yeah, off of 10,
Born
I-10
and
East.
raised in hey dude, and Seguin is like a, you know, I always get Seguin, like people move from San Antonio to move out to the country, but dude, Seguin is already, it's big as hell already. Like you know what I mean? Just moving to
You know
another.
what's crazy is that a few people that are friends of Starla's that I've known that actually moved from Alice to Seguin.
They.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's growing, man. It's growing.
shout out to Cuyo. He's watching Albert in Dilley, Texas.
Cuyo,
Yeah, he's on.
Dad.
Um, so you're born and raised in Seguin, bro, right outside San
Yeah, man.
Antonio.
Yes,
Was
sir.
what, what was like your normal? Do you remember your childhood? Like, I mean, were drums part of your childhood from the day from when you can remember being a kid,
Oh,
or
dude,
no?
drums it's in my DNA, bro. Like it's just something that God blessed me with since I touched down on this earth, man. It was never like something that I premeditated or this is what I want to do when I grow up, or it's like learning how to freaking breathe, man. It was just a part of me.
So when you
And
say that, was your dad like was your family a
well,
drummer? I
yeah,
mean,
my dad, yeah, my believe it or not, my family are I come from a family of musicians. Yeah, my dad, of course, is a drummer, and he's played with Alfonso Ramos. He's played with Carlos Miranda, Carlos Guzman, Agustin Ramirez, Latin Breed. I mean, he's played with old school orchestra, Tejano stuff back in the day. And my uncles played on both sides of my family. My mom's brothers, my uncle Victor played. I think he played guitar, bass. My uncle Jaime, may he rest in peace, he played bass, which was my mom's brother. And my dad's older brother Eli Jimenez, may he rest in peace as well. He played accordion, and my aunts were in the mariachi. So
so it was
yeah,
part of
man, music is in
DNA,
my family, bro. Yeah, straight up.
straight up DNA. So Joey, with that being part of like, your DNA and being so young, can you remember the first time that? I mean, was the drums the first thing that attracted you to being a musician, or was there other instruments?
No, dude, it was drums, man. It was just something that I gravitated to, bro. Like it's crazy because as at a young age, like I'm talking 1 years old, whatever, you know, I would play on pillows, pans, buckets, anything my imagination would just go, and I would say, well, this looks like drums and it sounds like drums. And I was just going, man, nonstop. You know what I mean? And I mean,
How
it
old
was,
were you?
for example, dude, I was like 1, 2 years old. I mean, I played one of my first like performances was at I think it was a wedding in Seguin. I was like 2 years old,
What?
and I play. Yeah, dude, it's crazy because I would sit on the seat. I couldn't reach the pedals, because I was little. But I would sit on the seat and play the snare and the hi hat and do the runs, and my dad would do the pedal from behind me. So
He would do the bass for you,
yeah,
dude.
and it's crazy, man. Like that was. Or my mom would tell me that she would put me in my like car seat or whatever, right next to my dad when my dad would jam, at gigs, and
that's fucking nuts,
that
dude.
was like that was life for me, bro.
So going to school, somebody called him. Somebody
Uh
called
oh,
him.
did it go out?
Yeah, there you are. You're there.
Oh,
I
I'm good.
got
I'm
you.
good. Okay.
Um, so, hey, let's put this out here real quick before I forget. Check it out.
Okay. Míralo, muñeco. Saludos, bro. Love you, man.
Hell yeah, that's my boy Fernie. See, we both got friends in low places, bro.
Hell yeah.
Joey, so being such a young, would you take that with you to school? Like, would the teachers be like? Because I'm starting to think like Richie Valens, bro. That dude he carried a guitar everywhere he went. Was the drumsticks were part of like you would take them everywhere
Well,
you would
actually,
go?
you know what I would take with me? I wouldn't take sticks. I would take the Modern Drummer magazine, and I would take it like in my backpack or my back then it was the Trapper Keepers,
Trapper
and
keepers.
I would
Hey,
hide
don't
it.
say that too
Yeah.
loud, bro. People don't know what trapper keepers are no more. You're showing your age, fool.
Well, like binders, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from the '80s. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
I hear you. I hear you,
So
dog.
I would take it. I would take it and I would just look at it, and I would always get busted by the teachers, and they would take it from me, and I was always banging on the desks, and it's weird because everybody knew that I was a drummer at school. Like all my classmates, everybody knew I was a drummer, and it's weird because I don't know how they knew, but it's like everybody knew that I played drums. Like that was my thing.
That was the thing. You're one of those guys. Like we used to
Yeah.
have this guy in school. His name was Eddie, I think, in Bevo, and he could like he would like hit the thing like you knew he was a drummer, bro. And he was a drummer. His family came from musicians. So Joey, what was your earliest? You said you were 2 when you played at the wedding, and your dad was helping you out. When did you like really understand the whole concept of what you're doing? And there's like, all right, Joey, here's a pair of drumsticks. Walk up on that stage and let me see what you got.
Dude, you know what? It's crazy because I don't even remember it was like around that time, man. I was like 2, 3, 4 years old. I would go play at 5 with these bands from Seguin. They would come and ask my parents if I could come jam with them. And I would go to like San Antonio and play at these cantinas, or I would play locally in Seguin Friday, Saturday. They would pay me, dude. And I was 5 years old. Like, I mean, think about it. A 5 year old in a place like that, playing with grown ups, and it's a trip, man. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy because all I wanted to do, dude, was just play the drums and it didn't matter if it was at a gig or whatever. Even if I could just go in the freaking cuartito and play, I was happy, bro.
You said
Like,
cuartito, hey bro. We got people watching that
yeah.
don't. You have to let me. Hey, so for my English viewers, cuartito is
Time
like a
out.
little
Like a shed, like a
little
garage.
shed in the back that you
Yeah.
throw your Christmas ornaments in there, lawnmowers.
Yeah.
I mean, there's everything in there, bro. your dad and the neighbors hang out and drink beer and smoke cigarettes back there.
Yeah.
That's a cuartito.
Yeah, dude. And that's all. And believe it or not, that's all I wanted to do, man. Like I didn't have drums. The drums that I would use or whatever, if they weren't my dad's, the bands that I would go help out, they had drums. But at home, I just had like buckets, and I would set up there in my cuartito or in the shed,
Uh huh.
and I would just set up like all these buckets, and I would sit on a bucket, and then I would my dad had these old cymbals, and I would flip them upside down because I didn't have no stands. And we had these crates that my mom used to use to hang the clothes. And I put the cymbals upside down by the bells, and I would play, dude. And I mean, it
Y
it
puro.
sounded like,
That's it.
there you go. Yeah. I mean, it sounded like, to my ears, it sounded like I was jamming. I mean, I was making music or whatever. That was, and I would be out there, dude, in the heat, bro. When it was cold, I mean, I didn't care, man. That's all I wanted to do, 24/7, bro. That's all I wanted to do.
I want to ask you a question, man. Do you think that I'm just picturing myself and thinking, and this is my own thought process here. You know, you can learn the guitar, you can learn, other instruments, but to me, I think an instrument like the drums and the accordion, there's some instruments, bro, that you just have to have. It has to be in you. Like you gotta have like you could be the best dancer in the world and have, a beat, but rhythm and like timing, like that's something that's just I don't know if it could be taught. I mean, what's your theory on that?
Yeah, no, well, dude, just the other day I was telling Starla, I was watching a guy play the accordion, and I was like, I freak out how they play. They're hitting buttons. They're not even looking. They're just over here. And then, or guys that play trumpet, you have just three buttons, and it's
Yep.
all in your mouth. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know, dude. I just think anybody that can play any instrument is just that's awesome, bro.
Yeah, I'm just
You
no.
know
I'm
what I
just. I
mean?
was thinking like just
I
the
freak out on that
drums.
stuff, man.
You gotta have beat, bro. I mean, you can't just be like
Well,
anybody.
yeah.
Like,
The thing about drums is that you gotta have some sort of rhythm. I mean, you have to have rhythm to keep a beat. You know what I mean? I mean, I always say, look at Bob when from La Bamba when he was playing drums, he was like trying to concentrate,
all my
counting one,
love,
two,
all
three,
my
four.
kisses. You don't
Yeah,
know what you.
yeah, exactly, dude. It's like, I mean, it's to me, in my personal opinion, of course, because I guess because I play them, I think the drums is the best instrument in the world.
It,
Like,
and it,
I think it's like the coolest instrument.
I mean, you playing badass. That's for sure,
Thank
bro.
you, man.
That's for sure.
But I'll tell
So
you one thing. The only thing about drums is that they're fucking expensive, dude.
it's not just one thing, right? You
Golly.
got to buy you got to buy the mics for each drum, the stands, it. I know. I can just imagine how much it costs. Um,
Man, back in the day, bro, back in the day, you could go buy a good drum set and it would come with stands and stuff like that. Now you buy a good drum set, you're just getting the freaking drums, the
that's it.
shells. That's it. And you're talking maybe four shells, not even a snare. You got to buy the snare separate.
Separate.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man.
Hey, Joey, going back to growing up in Seguin, bro. You grew up with both your mom and dad at home, and they, I mean, they just your normal everyday life was just going to school like any other kid from South Texas. I mean, what was the
Pretty much, dude. Yeah, I that's what I did, But again, a lot of it when I'd get out of school, I'd go play in my shed, even before I wake up in the morning, and I would play before I went to school. I would go to school, come home, play, eat, play, go to sleep. Other than drumming and music, I used to be a big fan of wrestling.
like
I used to like
WWF?
watch. Well, no, back then it was more the world class, like the Von Erichs.
Kerry Von Erich
Von
versus
Erich's
Michael
Freebirds
Hayes
and all
and the
that. Yeah,
Fabulous Freebirds.
and then yeah, exactly. And then I got into WWF with Hulk Hogan and freaking Ultimate Warrior and all those dudes, and even it's funny we're talking about that because today Animal from the Road Warriors passed away, man.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he passed away.
Oh man, my favorite guy was
So, but
Fabulous Kamala. You remember Kamala?
Kamala, the Ugandi giant,
Yeah.
Kamala.
Do you know that guy never set one foot in Africa?
I know. I saw some. They showed. There's like this stuff about him on the internet. If you type in his name, it talks about who the dude is and everything.
Hey, Joey, I got questions, but we have some questions, as the comments go, I don't want them to go away. I want to bring them right to
Okay.
you as the people have them. So, one of the questions is my buddy Manuel Moreno. He's a guy from Hollywood. He said, growing up in Tejano music, I'm sure you remember how big it once was. That
Oh yeah,
then
man.
then there came a lot of norteño, and today we see artists even incorporating hip hop. As a Tejano veteran, what are your thoughts on the state of the music today?
He's calling me a Tejano veteran.
No, well, no. He's saying he is a Tejano veteran artist, so
Oh, okay.
he's asking you what's your thoughts on the state of the music today.
Well, I think, in my most humble opinion about the situation, it's crazy because there was a time where Tejano music was like mainstream, man. It was so popular, so big, everybody listened to it. It was popular in junior high, high school, elementary. I mean, people would go to school wearing Tejano bands, T-shirts, and I mean, it was like, people who's coming to town this weekend, La Sombra. Oh, everybody will see La Sombra. Who's going to town? Who's coming to town? La Mafia. Oh, the whole town would be there to see La Mafia. I mean, it's crazy, but it's weird how things changed, man. And I think that people or artists didn't how do you say, like, didn't really evolve, to stay relevant. But it's weird because it's kind of like I don't know, it's like a hit or miss, and or not so much a hit or miss, kind of like a double-edged sword, in the sense that, perfect example, La Mafia, right? Right now, right now in 2020, La Mafia still plays huge concerts, arenas in Mexico. You're talking 15, 16,000 seaters. And I mean, they're still La Mafia, bro, you know? But if you go to their show, 98% of the songs they play are from 1994 and before that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not playing. I mean, I know on their live in Mexico CD that came out last year, they played one song called Te Voy a Amar, which is a new song that came off their new album Voces. But if you go see La Mafia, they're gonna play all the old school hits.
Because
You know
that's
what
what
I'm
everybody
saying?
wants to hear.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here's my point. And you're talking a venue bumper, and it's packed, bro, till this day, right? But there's artists that are still living off their past. But how come they don't pack it? You know what I mean? Like, how come? Why aren't they like La Mafia?
I mean,
Like, I mean, La Mafia. Like I said, and it's weird because Mafia, they're relevant right now. But you go see them, they're playing nothing but the old hits that they have. Just
right.
like if you go see David Lee, pretty much it's all old David Lee. You go see Gary Hobbs, same thing. You go see, let's see, who else? You go see Joe Lopez. It's all old school. You know what I mean? But I mean, well, Joe Lopez not really, because he's doing it big because he came back. But I'm talking like a lot of the other Tejano bands that are out there that are. Look at Tropa F, perfect example. Tropa F was huge in the '90s, huge, bro.
I
And
mean,
it's
they
like
filled up everywhere,
they
everywhere they went.
and if you go see them right now, they're still kicking ass. Like, sonically, they sound. I mean, it's La Tropa F. But why isn't it packed like it used to be? And they're playing this pretty much the same catalog that Mafia plays. But why is, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
so weird, man, because you can go into so many different situations with what went down. I just think that maybe artists didn't really evolve. I mean, look what AB did when AB came out with Cumbia Kings in '97. I mean, he incorporated R&B, hip hop into playing cumbias. And he wasn't playing no rancheras in his shows, all cumbias. And look what happened there. That thing, that fucking turned into international superstars. You know what I mean?
Easily.
And
I
it's like, it's just a trip, man. How it's people aren't. I guess that some people think that it's not cool anymore. But I mean, I think it's still cool. I listen to Tejano music all the time. You know, I'll crank out, Excelencia, Tormenta, Estrella, freaking, well, of course,
see
La
you
Mafia is my
saying
favorite
you're
band.
saying all old school. You're saying all
That's
the
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I mean is like, I'm a Tejano. Even, for example, there's an artist out of Arizona. His name is Luis Sanchez. He's a singer. Dude, he's bad, bro. He's got great music. And I'm talking right now that,
that's modern. Yeah,
and yeah, but it freaks me out to hear, like, for example, Isabel Marie, right? She's a
mhm.
singer from Corpus, and she's a great singer, very talented. But if you hear her music, it's very old sounding, like old Tejano. I'm like, you're freaking 14 years old and you're playing old school stuff like that. It's like, I think you should be trying to cater to your age group. You know what I mean? Like to try to get them into what this was or whatever, or to try to evolve with it.
Right. Hey, on the
it
subject
it's
of
just crazy, man.
Tejano, since you're on the subject of Tejano music, you know, if you guys, I mean, I know a lot of people on here already know Joey. You know how he dresses. His style. I mean, he's not wearing a cowboy hat, starched jeans, and some boots. That's for sure. And I think a lot of
No.
people think that all Tejano artists are like that, and I think a lot of people have kind of changed that image a little bit. But you have definitely taken that to a whole nother level. So on the term Tejano music, when I look at you, Joey, I see Motley Crue, I see heavy metal, I see Metallica. Like, to me, just looking at, I can look at your arms, I can look at your the way everything the way you carry about yourself. If I didn't know that you were a drummer, I could see and be like, that guy likes heavy metal music. Maybe one because he has probably a Motley Crue tattoo. I
Yeah,
bet.
I get that a lot.
I would bet. But
I got a lot of Motley Crue tattoos.
why or how? Why Tejano? Why did you stay in that genre?
Honestly, I think it was convenience, to be honest with you. It was right there. The opportunities were like literally right there, like to play with the Tejano bands that I was, blessed to be a part of. And especially, perfect example with Excelencia. Excelencia, it's so weird because the one of the members lived literally across the street from me, and then we became friends, and that's how I ended up getting in the band. It wasn't like I was like, hey man, I'm looking for a gig, or if you know anybody looking for a drummer. It was just kind of like right there.
Right
and
place,
that
right
and it
time.
was like yeah, man, and it was kind of like a domino effect every journey after that. I mean, I had a back in, what was it, 2008. I had an opportunity to go on the road, or to talk about the idea of going on the road with Alejandra Guzman, which Alejandra Guzman is a she's a
Huge Mexican
Mexican
rock star.
Latina, huge Mexican rock star, yeah.
Hmm.
And at the time, I was playing with AB, and at that moment, in that time, we were busy. We were constantly on tour and all that stuff. So I didn't jump at the chance. I mean, maybe I don't know. It was just some. I don't know. I mean, the opportunity was there. One of my good friends. Shout out to my friend Ivan Moreno, who's out of Mexico City. He's like one of the most sought out drummers there, and he's played with. The original member. He's the one that started the band Molotov. he's played with Café Tacuba, Timberiche, Moenia. I mean, and I got the honor of being his friend, and he was the guy. Like they called him to go. Hey, we're gonna go on a tour. We need a drummer. Blah blah blah. And he was already had prior like engagements with
Right.
Moenia because he's been a part of Moenia for a long time. He reached out to me and was like, "Hey, brother, there's this opportunity. What do you think?" And I was like, "Man, like, but things were going really good with AB at the time. So I guess like I said, it was just kind of convenience. I just kind of sticked it out. Of course, I wish I could play drums with Motley Crue or with a
Yeah,
rock
no.
band. That's my first love as far as music. But at the same time, I love Tejano music the same, and that's how come I like even to this day, like I said, I still jam La Mafia, Excelencia, all those bands. Me and Starla, that's the cool thing about Starla is like we sit there and we can jam to Excelencia live, loud, or we can jam to Tormenta or Joe Posada, Mas. I mean,
So your lady loves that
that's
music
the
too?
love I have for it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's awesome, man. So
Yeah.
for the viewers watching, you hear Joey say the two letters A B a lot, and if you don't know who he's talking about A B Quintanilla, which is the brother of the late and the legendary Queen of Tejano music, Selena, and so AB is I mean, he produced all the music. I think almost everything that Selena ever did, he produced it. So that leads me to my question, Joey. How many? I know you played with Excelencia. You
Yeah.
played with. You got to do some gigs with Selena. I'm trying to think
Yes.
who else. Signal, Cumbia
Yeah.
Kings. Were you the Cumbia Kings or the Cumbia All
Yes.
Stars? Both or just the
It
Cumbia
was
Kings?
both.
Both
Yeah.
Cumbia Kings and the Cumbia All Stars. And then
Yeah.
now you're with Macizo. Um,
Yes,
and
sir.
and Macizo, dude, they're my top three favorites of all time. That's me and my wife. So we love everything Macizo from way back in the day when they first started.
Yeah, man.
But dude, in our genre of music, even that is people don't understand, but that is a very variety of different music. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when you were playing with Excelencia, this is gonna blow some people out the water here right now. You're gonna call child labor services or something, man. But this guy on the screen, guys, was 13 years old, touring and playing live gigs all over the United States. Not South Texas, not a gig here in San Antonio, I can go home. All over the United States at the age of 13. And I'm gonna stop right there because I want
Yeah.
to ask some questions on that. So that's David Dianda, cousins of Jaime Dianda from the old Chamacos or JDA now. Um,
He's actually David Dianda is actually original Chamaco.
Yeah, he's an original Chamaco. Yeah,
Yeah.
and man, I got stories with David too, bro. Me and Muñeco back in Vegas. But we're not gonna go there, but
Yeah.
me and David we go way back too. But do you remember, dude? Can you remember like being 13 on the road with a bunch of
Dude, you know
20
what?
year
I
olds?
remember everything, bro. Dude, for real. Like it's a good thing and it's like a bad thing. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you one thing that even to this day, right? I think to myself like I would have never like it blows my mind, bro, that I got to be a member of Excelencia. And the reason why I say this is because, and I've said this story before, but I'll say it again. When I was like 8 years old, my parents and I would go eat at this restaurant in Seguin called Huelas. And Huelas had posters of Tejano bands on the wall, right? Well, there was this one poster, dude, of this picture of this band. And I couldn't pronounce the name to save my life. I just thought this band was cool because they looked cool to me. They looked like a rock band, you know. And every time we would go eat there, I mean, of course, right? So then I ended up seeing a flyer for like the 16 Patrias there in Seguin downtown. That band from that's at Huelas is on this flyer. They're gonna play, and I told my mom again. I had no idea what music they played. I didn't. I thought they were a rock band. I just wanted to see this band because I thought they were cool looking.
Mm.
And I begged my parents to take me so I can go see them play. So they agreed, and we go. And I remember we're trying to find parking, right? And the band is on a trailer, and it's outside. And I remember hearing the lady. She was announcing. She was already going to announce them already. I'm telling my mom and dad, man, hurry, like find a parking. I want to get off already. So my mom let me get off, and I told her, I said, "Can I just go?" And she goes, "Where are you gonna be?" I said, "I'm gonna go to the stage. I'm gonna go right to the front of the stage. I'll be right there." And she goes, "Okay, we're gonna come find you." I said, "Okay." So she let me get off the van, dude. We used to have a big old van. So I get off the van and I run, dude. And she's like, "Damas y caballeros, all the way from Houston, Texas, Excelencia." Dude, and they started playing, bro, and I was like, "What is that?" Like I freaked out, dude. And I was just amazed on just what I heard and what I saw. I thought they were rock stars, bro.
How old were you, Joey?
And I was 8. I was 8 years old when I saw this, when I witnessed this.
Yeah.
And then fast forward, now I'm the drummer in this band.
5 years
You
later,
know,
you're the
yeah, dude,
drummer of
that's
that band,
that's
bro.
that's crazy. And here's the cool. Well, to me, I think it's cool is that the whole time. Well, when I joined the band, everybody knew that I was this. Well, or the guys like my friend Fidi Alvarez, who was the keyboard player that lived across the street from me. He knew I was a hardcore Excelencia fan, and I knew all the songs. So, dude, I joined that band, and I never once rehearsed with them. Like I literally basically said like, okay, yeah, I'll join the band. Like let's say on Monday or Tuesday, and then Friday I was playing in Harlingen.
And you already knew the music.
I knew all their songs, bro.
Damn,
Before
bro.
I joined the band, they used to run a set. Like they used to have papers with the songs. They had sets.
Right.
And when I joined the band, I remember Papo telling David like, we don't need we don't need this anymore. He knows all the songs, so we could throw whatever at him. And
Dang, dog. So Joey, before
dude,
we
it's
leave the
crazy, man. It was so awesome, bro.
before we leave the story with Excelencia, man, I just want to know, like,
Bumper, hold on
yeah.
real quick. My dog is acting crazy. Hold on, once again, my dog is acting crazy over here.
Okay.
He's tearing up this freaking paper.
Hey guys,
Look, dude.
this is live, man. This ain't pre-recorded. Stuff happens.
Golly, mamita,
Oh,
buddy's going
man.
crazy over here. Golly.
He's like, yo, why am I in the interview? Why ain't I on the show? Hey, so
Okay.
I was asking, man, so being 13 years old, bro, like, what were the accommodations like for you, dude? Like, if you went, if you say you guys played a gig in Harlingen, I mean,
Yes.
one, they're from Houston, you're from Seguin. How in the hell did how did you know what I mean? How did you do to get to the gigs and stuff?
What I would always go with Fidi, which was my neighbor. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Like for example, if we were playing in the Valley, we would get a ride to like Welder Gonzalez, and then the band would pick us up and take us, where we needed to go. If we were playing, anywhere like Lubbock or Abilene or any of that stuff, they would pick us up through Seguin, going to on I-10.
right.
Unless we had to be like we're playing in Houston or all that stuff, I would go with Feedy all the time.
So that was your ride. Hey,
Yeah,
did he have a pact with your parents? Like, hey, I'm
well, here's
leaving
the
you in
funny
charge
thing.
of my son.
No,
If some
no,
shit
no, no. Hold
happens,
up. Here's the funny thing, bro, is that when I first joined Excelencia, and a lot of people know this, but I joined the band without my parents' permission. Like they did not know that I was joining that I was joining Excel. Well, they didn't know I was even joining a band, let alone Excellence. You know what I mean? Like like I had Here's okay. Excelencia's road crew. They were cousins, two of the guys, and their grandma or their mom. One of the guys' moms lived in Seguin. So they would always come through Seguin. Let's say, for example, after a weekend in Lubbock, they would go through Seguin, stay in Seguin for a few hours, visit the grandma or mom, and then take off to Houston. So it's one of these days that they were in Seguin, and they knew, it was already talked about that I was going to join the band.
right?
The road crew came to my house in this big ass 25-foot bobtail that says Excelencia on the side. And they went into my room, grabbed my drums, and put them in the back of the van. I think put them in the back of the truck, and they took off. And well, my parents didn't notice; they didn't know anything, right? So it was like that. And then I was still in school, so I knew that I was playing that first weekend with Excellence. I was playing Friday in Harlingen and Saturday in Mission. And I knew that I mean, I'm going to Harlingen. I got to get out of school, you know? So I think I was able to sign myself out. I had actually told my mom and dad that I was going to go spend the weekend with my friends, with Billy Alegria from McQueenie, Texas. I was like, I'm going to go hang out with Billy this week, and then I'll see you on Sunday. And my parents were cool because, I mean, I never got in trouble or anything like that.
Damn, for
So
the whole
they
week,
trusted.
fool?
Yeah, well, no, for the weekend,
Oh, for the
you know what I mean?
weekend,
Yeah, yeah, for the weekend, yeah, for the weekend. So then they trusted me. I mean, like I said, I never got in trouble or anything like that. So then I checked myself out of school. I think Feedy picked me up, and then we took off, and we ended up going to the valley, or we ended up meeting up with the band and going to the valley, and I played the gigs, and I came back home on Sunday like nothing, and it lasted for about a good month. And but the thing is that the guys in the band, they didn't know that my parents didn't know. They thought that they knew. So one day, my mom was outside the house, and Feedy was outside his house because he lived across the street. He came to talk to my mom and said, like, hey, Dottie, how are you? And so how do you guys like that Joey's playing with us with Excelencia? And my mom looked at him like, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Dude. And then, oh, man.
Straight up
So I
got
come
thrown under the
home.
bus.
Yes, dude. So I come home from school, and my parents are like, hey, have a seat. Like, they drilled me, bro. Like, first thing they asked me was, where are your drums? And I was like, huh? Like, you say, huh? You're like, oh, shit, what do I say? And
Hey, they asked you
they,
where's your drums, and this
yeah,
was your answer.
they asked me where. Yeah, yeah, dude. They had asked me where my drums were, and I couldn't think of a lie. I was busted already, so I had to tell them. And they got upset with me. But at the time, I mean, they knew Excelencia was popular. It was like a
Oh
pretty
yeah,
big
dude.
band.
So,
So they were okay. They were okay with it for me being the drummer.
that's crazy, dude. I'm just thinking of my kids at 13. I'm like, bro, I wouldn't even let them go to the mailbox, dog. Yeah, more or less to the United States, dude.
Dude.
So Joey, you with Excelencia, the last question I'll ask you on Excelencia. Well, maybe two questions. What out of all the
Okay.
years that you played with them, what was your absolutely favorite song that they played?
Pesos Criminales.
Besos Criminales. That's your.
Yeah, till this day, that's my all-time favorite Excelencia song. And I, of course, I didn't record that song. I mean, I recorded 4 records with them, but that song is my all-time favorite song. And to be honest with you, I think it is because the first time I heard Excelencia on tape, because I saw them live before I heard their cassette,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, because there was cassettes back then. Uh, that was the first song of their first album. Like you pop in the cassette, that's the first song that starts, and it was like, what the hell? And I remember playing it live, and it was just like this adrenaline rush, dude, to hear the intro and then the saxes and then the grito, and then it was just like,
The grito
dude,
just make the icing on the cake.
yes, bro. Oh my God, man. I mean, it was. I felt like at the time. I mean, well, not at the time, but I mean, I got to play with one of my favorite bands, bro. I mean, next to they're my number two. La Mafia is number one. Excelencia was number two, and to be able to do that for 5 years and travel all over the U.S. and we even went into Mexico. And oh man, dude, it was a lot of fun, man. I got to experience so much. I got to record in the studio, and I got to play with
Joey, how do they pay you though, bro? You're 13.
They paid me.
They bought you.
But David,
you had
I
enough to buy some Jabos.
I was getting like, oh, dude, I had Jabos. Got some orange shorts. But no, I mean, David was pretty fair, I guess. I guess I could say I was making like $400 a weekend. I was 13 years old.
And then that's $1,600 a month, bro. I mean, you booked every single weekend, I'm sure, back then.
Yeah, and then it went into 500 a week. You know, that's what I was doing, and I was, I mean, and that's where it stayed, and until what, 99 is when I left the band. But
And
man,
you left them, and where'd you go?
When I left them, I joined a band called Mítico out of Houston, another band out of Houston, with Papo, who was a keyboard accordion player from Excelencia. He had started a band. He was actually Papo. Was with Excelencia, and then Papo left Excelencia to join Gavino, which Gavino was part of La Sombra. And then Papo ended up coming. Yeah, then Papo ended up coming back to Excelencia, left Excelencia, and then Papo got the gig to join La Mafia. So he went and filled in for Mondo for a while. And then when he ended up not doing that no more, he joined forces with Leonard Gonzalez, which is from La Mafia.
Yeah.
And they started Los Magníficos together. And that lasted for a little bit, and then they kind of had a falling out. And then Papo, it's like that band kind of split. Like 3 went this way and 3 went that way. And the 3 from that way with Papo, he continued a new band called Mítico and asked me if I would play, and that's where I went.
Puro marriage and divorce, what though?
Like, big time, right? But that's what happens, dude. It's crazy, man. It happens, you know, with bands. I mean,
that's the life of a musician, bro, for sure. I mean, where the money's at, that's where you're gonna go. Joey,
and then I see. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was gonna ask you, like, in a time like after Excelencia, and kind of, it's hard for me to say. Fernando's he's gonna call me after the show. He's probably gonna talk crap because me and him always go at it. He's like, man, you're never gonna let Tejano go. I said, nah, bro, I'm never gonna let it grow. But you know, when Excelencia and all those kind of started fading away, you know, after Selena died and stuff, just the onda kind of just slowed down a little bit, you know. Yeah. And then came this huge boy band, you know, led by Selena's brother, and you're drumming for them, and these dudes are playing not rancheras and and Wapangos, bro. These dudes are all about cumbia, and it was just a whole different vibe, and it brought the spotlight back to our music in a sense. Oh, we lost him again. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. He's coming back.
You there?
I'm here, bro.
Okay.
I'm here.
Sorry, man.
It's all
Sorry,
good. It's all
everybody.
good.
Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
Hey, y'all stop. Hey, if all the people that are watching that are Joey's friends, do not call him for another hour, bro. Please, por favor. So
No, but I was gonna say this was I was gonna say I didn't join AB's band until 2000, like 2005, 2006. But right before like they initially came out as Los Cumbia Kings, like you know what I mean. I had gone to Corpus and did a rehearsal with him and everything because he had called me early on if he was going to get back into music, and then he already had a name for the band and everything, and asked me if I'd be interested in being the drummer. I mean, it sounded, and this is I was still with Excelencia,
damn, son.
and yeah. So, but yeah, I didn't end up taking the gig until later on.
Well, after they were already kind of already made, and they were playing, but still though, dude. I mean, I remember watching some of those videos of those guys in Mexico City, like filling up
Dude, it was
the
crazy, bro. Oh my
Azteca.
God, bro.
So, which leads me to my question for you.
I
What is the
remember.
go ahead?
Okay.
What is the biggest audience? What group were you with where you played? And I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be the Cumbia Kings.
Yeah.
The biggest audience that you ever played for. Do you remember the amount of people that were there?
Yeah, I want to say it was with AB. It was at the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, and there was like 117,000 people.
Wow.
I've never seen that kind of people in my life, bro. I see it on Iron Maiden DVDs and AC/DC DVDs.
Joey, so what
But
goes through your mind backstage, bro, or whatever little area they give you guys to get ready? When somebody comes back and says, hey guys, y'all guys got about 15, 20 minutes. There's 117,000 screaming people out there waiting for y'all to come out. What goes through your mind, bro?
well, you know what? I'll tell you one thing. There's a few times, and when I say a few times, I'm gonna say maybe about that I can remember, like maybe 4, 5 times in my entire career where I was like super nervous. You know what I mean? And the first gig I played with AB ever was in Puebla, Mexico, and it was at a soccer stadium, and it was like, oh my God, dude! I don't even. I think it was like 80,000 people or something like that, and I remember us being outside the stadium, getting ready to go, go inside, and then because where the parking is, you're at like nosebleed, you're high, and you walk in the stadium and you got to go down to the field where the
Uh-huh.
stage is at. And dude, I remember being outside, and I remember they turned off the lights, bro, and you just heard this freaking roar. Like I was like, holy like I was freaking out, dude. Like what the? I remember I called my mom. I remember calling my mom, and I was like, oh my God, mom, like I'm nervous, and she was like, no, you're gonna be fine, and everything. So we went in, and it's crazy because when I'm sitting behind the drums, right? Especially, okay, perfect example. That gig, that first gig, I'm in my comfort zone because I'm on my drum set.
Right.
And dude, there's just people way over there, bro, and way over there, and it's a trip because you can't really get connected with them, but you're playing, and when they put that freaking spotlight and you see everybody's hands in the air, it's like so amazing, man. It's such a blessing that I got to experience that, on that level, and with AB, I can honestly tell you, bro, up until maybe the last 6 months that I played with him, probably the smallest crowd was like 5,000 people. And you're talking one night would be 25,000, 15,000, 60,000. I mean, crazy, bro. I remember the first time I went to South America with him. We went to Bolivia, right? And it was our second gig, which was in La Paz, which is, I think La Paz is the capital of Bolivia. It's either La Paz or Santa Cruz, but I think it's La Paz. Well, anyways, we're on our way to the gig, right? And we're playing this stadium. Bumper, there was like 10,000 people, bro, outside the stadium in a line that are just looking at us like if we're presidents or something.
Waiting for you.
Going to the, like, crazy, bro. Like, when we landed in Santa Cruz the night before, or the 2 nights before, the news was there, bro. I mean, and then I remember eating at the hotel about 2 hours later on the restaurant, and we were on the news, and it showed us getting off the plane, and like it was a big deal. And I was like, "What? Like, this is crazy." And I'll tell you one thing. There's a video. So everybody that's watching, there's a video on YouTube that I posted a few years back. And if you type in Joey Jimenez, Michael Jackson moment, we were in Campeche, Mexico, right? This is with AB. And we played a concert, and the concert was like 25,000 people, right? And our hotel was like not that far from the venue. So we get done with the gig, come to the hotel, everybody's tired, blah, blah, blah. And we're like on the seventh, eighth floor, and we're in our room, and I hear like something going on outside. What the hell? So I look out the window, and it looks like the world's ending. It looks like everybody's in the street walking and running, but people were leaving the venue, the concert. We were already at the hotel. And one of our guys is like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Check this shit out, dude." So we're looking, and just all these people. And then another one of the guys came, and we're looking. It took one fan, bro, to look up and see us. Bumper.
You jacked it up for like, everybody.
Dude, I went into my room, and I used to carry a camera, right? And I was like, I got to record this. Because if I go home, and if I tell my friends that this happened, they're going to think I'm full of shit. So I had a buddy of mine record me, dude. And I was wearing a Cumbia All-Star t-shirt. I took it off, and I tied it in a knot. I put a different shirt on. I go out to the balcony, bro. When I stepped on the balcony, Bumper, like, dude, people were stopping traffic, bro. There was like 1,000 people down there. And if you go to the YouTube video I'm telling you about, it says Joey Jimenez, Michael Jackson moment. You'll see what I'm talking about. I uploaded it.
You didn't hang one of the other Cumbia Kings off the balcony the way Michael Jackson did his kid, or you remember when he held him over the balcony?
No, dude, it was. You know what? I'll tell you one thing, man. I freaked out, man. How big that band was everywhere, bro. Everywhere, bro. We would play gigs, Bumper, and you couldn't even hear the band. They were screaming so loud.
It was hard for you even to play the music.
Dude, it would be crazy, man. I remember one time we played in San Antonio, and it was this was around 2007 or 8, and they had this thing called My Coke Fest. It was a festival, and listen to the bands that were on the bill. It was us with AB. After us was Taylor Swift, the All American Rejects, and then Three Doors Down.
Oh,
right?
Damn.
Yeah, that was the bill. So we go, and I remember I told my mom, I was like, "Hey, Mom, you gonna come to the show?" She's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go." Her and my stepdad. So I told her, I said, "Hey, you want some passes so you can come hang out with me or whatever?" She's like, "No, I don't want to bother you. You're working. We'll be out there. It'll be fine." I said, "Okay." And dude, we go on stage like at 6 in the afternoon, and heads, Bumper. It's just heads. All you see is just heads, right? And we start playing No Tengo Dinero. Right? And people start jumping, bro. throwing beer. Dude, my mom got soaked in beer. She was so pissed, bro. She was so pissed that it got crazy, man. But we would, and that's the thing is like we would play gigs, right? And some of the songs have that rhythm, dude, and people would start jump, bro. You would think it was like Rage Against the Machine.
Puro mosh
Crazy.
pit.
Yeah, dude, crazy, like for real.
It's
crazy, man.
That's nuts, dude. Hey, some of the questions, dude, that you know what I've always wanted to ask people, and it's kind of like, yeah, for some people, if who wants to know that? Hey, I want to know that. It's my freaking show, and I'm gonna ask it. Dude, the Cumbia Kings, them fools had an outfit for like every day of the week, dog. My question is, who pays for all that shit?
Well, the company did. It's because it's funny that you bring that up. When I joined the band, they handed me a white outfit, like white shorts, white hoodie, and white Nike Air Force Ones. And I remember opening them and I was looking at them like, what the fuck are these? Right? This was like part of the freaking outfit. And I was like, really? And they were heavy, bro. And I'm
Air Force Ones are heavy, dog.
Dude, everybody wore the same exact thing, bro. And I wore them for about a weekend. And then I asked AB, I said, bro, do I have to wear these Nikes? And he's like, man, he goes, you want to wear Vans or whatever? Go for it. I was like, oh, thank you.
But
so, yeah, man. But yeah, it depends. It depends. You're not going to wear all white ones or black and white or whatever color we were using. But yeah, they had outfits for everything, bro. And you had to be.
It was all paid for, though, right? That didn't come out of your
check
or
no,
nothing,
no,
right?
no. You had to, it was all paid for. It was all taken care of.
That's crazy, dude. And Joey, like when you go, is there an unwritten rule? I don't know if Albert's on here or Brian, but is there an unwritten rule in the industry of like who? And again, these are just questions, bro. They're just like normal everyday questions. Like I told you, just having a conversation. You know, if you got a gig in Goliad, Texas, right? And no matter what group you're with, is there an unwritten rule like the group company pays for the meals, or how does that work? I mean, you're getting paid to work, so it's like if I'm getting a paycheck.
Well, it depends. It depends. For example, with Excelencia, you have to pay all your own shit. You know what I mean? That David is tight. He didn't want to pay for nothing. You know what I mean? And then with AB, they would give us a per diem. You know, so that money we could use to eat or whatever. And with Signal they would pay for our meals every now and again, but for the most part, we would do it on our own. With Macizo, this is a whole different on that because these guys own a restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In our tour bus, it's Gourmet City, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Garcias.
Hey, and if it's not, it's Church's.
Oh, Church's chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. No, hey, shout out to Garcia's Bar and Grill there in Pearsall. If you guys are in Pearsall,
shout out to all the guys that they're watching and everybody.
Yeah, check out, go by and check out Garcia's there in Pearsall. We went. I went for my first time maybe like 3 weeks ago, and I took my buddy from Chicago, one of my old Marines. Me and my wife and him and his wife. We went down there like, hey, let's go get something. I said, you know what, dude? Let's go get something different, bro. We always get the same thing here. Well, I wanted Mexican, but say it's cool. But we're not gonna go to the same ones we always go to here in San Antonio. We're gonna go. It's gonna take a little bit to get there. We start driving, bro. And my boy's like, Chano's like, hey, dog, where the hell are we going? We're already outside the city. But dude, we got the steak plate, the little ribeye steak man, bro, wow. So if you're in Pearsall, man, check it out.
You know what's funny, dude, is that when being on the road with them, I would literally, dude, in the morning, afternoon, evening, I would take pictures and I would send them to Starla. I'm like, babe, look what I'm eating. These dudes were like cooking everything. We'd stop at Walmart
On
and
the
these
bus?
guys would get, yes, dude. Like these dudes used the stove and I mean they were like for real. Like these dudes didn't mess around, bro.
Hey, but they're not like your wife or your mom. Hey, mijo, levántate. I made some eggs. Mira, levántate. Ven a comer.
No, yeah, of course. I would be in my bunk. I would be in my bunk, dude, and they would be like, "Hey, you hungry?" I'll be like, "Oh, barely waking up," and you smell bacon and eggs and hash browns and, dude, for real, bro. And then out of Brian and Cuito and Isaías, they're arguing all the time. Who's the better cook?
Shit, bro. I don't know who marinates those steaks over there, but they know.
Hey,
They
Cuito makes
know,
them. Cuito makes the steaks there
bro. Those
at
things. Those
Garcia's.
things are the bomb, hands down. Ruth Chris ain't got
Even
nothing on.
Cuyo cook, dude. The night that we played in Billy Bob's in Fort Worth, Cuyo made me some potato and egg after the gig.
After the gig on the.
Yeah.
You know, let me tell you before I go out. It was pretty cool. It was like, you know, because they own a restaurant, they run the restaurant, they cook,
Yeah.
they do all this. So, you know, my buddy, he's Puerto Rican, and his wife is African American, right? And we're in Pearsall, Texas, so we're sitting down eating, and you know, they don't know what to order. They order, and here you go, bro. Look, just for you, Joey. Read that.
Let's see. Isaías can't cook.
He can't
I
cook.
didn't say it.
Hey, so we're there, right? And Isaias was he was just there, you know. He's working. We went like during the week, I think. I don't know. It wasn't very busy. It was during the week, and we were talking whatever. And he came and talked to us for a little bit, and Brian came and talked to us. Albert was he was out doing something, and so we ate and stuff. And then right before we left, I showed her a picture of like one of y'all's last performances before COVID hit. Where y'all were playing in Brownsville, I think. And there was a shitload of people, thousands of people out there, right? And there's a video on YouTube. I don't know which one it was, but it's like you guys on the road, and Isaias is jamming, bro. And they got the video like perfectly on him, and you could see the people all on the crowd, right? So I literally grabbed the phone, and I show my my friend and his wife. And I'm like, check this out, bro. You want to see how humble people are? Look at this. Look at this right here. They're like, that's it. I said, this is what they do for a living, bro. I mean, this is, you know, just it's their business. You know what I mean? It's their family business. And
Straight up,
it just
man.
goes to show you can go and play for 50,000 people, and then you're going to come back and work like anybody else.
Yeah.
So they thought that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? That they're like, man, that's pretty amazing that the kid's that humble. He's not like, hey, man, you know.
Oh man, you know what Isaías is? He's a great kid, man. I mean, I say kid. He's not a kid. He's like what, 24 years old, but he's amazing, man. Those guys have been a blessing to my life and my career, and such sweet guys. You know, like it's just funny because the other day, about 2 weeks ago or a week ago, I was texting with Cuito. And we were talking about something, and I said, "Did we just become best friends?" And he said, "Yep." Because it's like, dude, it's like these guys are like my long lost brothers. And when I say it's like we can talk heavy metal, they get it. It's not, oh yeah, I like rock. No, you don't. They get it. You know what I mean? And we could talk about that. That they school me with like the norteño stuff, you know, the hardcore relámpagos, freaking the bravos, those cachorros, stuff like that, you know, and it works, bro. Like our worlds just, I don't know, man. I guess everything happens for a reason, right?
It was I used to like watching when y'all were making the videos of like life on the road and shit. Exactly what you said is you could see it. I mean, you guys go on the Macizo fan page on YouTube. Subscribe to them and check out the videos of them on the road. And literally what Joey's saying right now, I mean, you can see it day in and day out. You guys are just schooling each other like on this band and it was crazy how y'all knew who the lead singer was for this group during this time, and I like Van
Yeah,
Halen with
dude,
Sammy
and
Hagar. I
it's
like Van
crazy
Halen
because it's
with
like it's legit, man. Like to be able to talk to somebody and they get it. Like I said, they get it. Not because it's popular or you're wearing the Kiss T-shirt because you saw it at Walmart. No, this is a real fucking dudes. Like, you know what I mean?
hell yeah, nah. Hey, Manny Ayala, your boy from Florida, the DJ Manny there in Florida.
Oh, what's up, Manny?
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine there too. Because I spent a lot of time in Central Florida, man. A lot of time. That's where my wife's
All
from.
right.
He says,
Yeah, Manny. As a matter of fact, Manny went with. Well, actually, Manny took me to get my tattoo that says "Drum Life" there in Tampa.
he says he
So
say he
shout out to
is
Manny.
a mini Gerardo Ortiz. I'd agree.
Or
I'd
is
agree.
is Gerardo Ortiz the older version of Isaías Ramirez? Just saying.
True. So we kind of talked about like all the groups you went, and we had spoken earlier, and I'm not gonna dog you down on it because it's a dead what do they say, beating a dead horse. You can look him up and he talks about this and all that, and I'm not gonna waste his time. But you did put out some badass music for many years, dude, with the group, with Signal. You're with them for a long time. And when you left, it was kind of like, dude, what the hell? And then we didn't hear from you. And then when I found out, bro, that you're going to Macizo, I was like, honestly, if you got minor kids, sorry, I was like, fuck yeah, bro. Because one, you guys don't know, me and Eloy, we're really, really good friends, bro. And he's like, hey, I'm helping out, Macizo with some gigs and whatever. And I was like, cool, man. He goes, bro, we got Joey. And I'm like, he goes, dude, I'm serious, bro. He's coming. And like I told you, me and my wife, Macizo's our top three bands, hands down.
Yeah.
I've
Well, the
always loved their music.
Macizo thing was it came out of surprise, man, because it took this year. I got out of Signal in January of 2019, and I didn't join Macizo or get together with Macizo until like late August. You know what I
So
mean?
yeah,
Like I from then till August, I was just jamming with whoever, having fun. You know what I mean? I wasn't like sticking with because I didn't really know what I was gonna do.
right.
You know what I mean? And then this opportunity presented itself, and I was, let me go check it out. And I went to go check it out, and it was like, man. Well, I guess a lot of it for me was like as a fan of Macizo's music, kind of like Excelencia, the same type of situation.
Yep.
I was just like, I'm playing music with these guys. Like I'm sitting. It's funny because I'm sitting on the drums right at this rehearsal that we did, and we like rehearsed for like an hour only. That was it. And there's Brian right there, and then Julito, and then Isaías. And they're looking at me, I'm looking at them, we're playing, and I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, I'm playing with these dudes. Like, I used to think the coolest one in Macizo was Brian, because the way he played the bass and the way he looked. And then I
He
joined the
gets
band and he
down,
doesn't
dude. I
even
got some
move.
badass video of
I,
him.
hey, I get in the band, he doesn't even move now. I'm like, what the
He's
hell?
watching. He was commenting earlier. Brian, you hear that? He said,
Hey,
Joey,
I would see
Joey
videos,
said now
dude,
you
I would
can't
see
even
videos
move,
of
bro.
him. Hey, I would see videos of him, bro, right? And he had his own little swag when he played the bass, He had that swag about him. And I mean, this Brian Ramirez, bro. And then I joined the band, and I thought he stands there, licks his finger, and I'm like, come on, Brian.
Oh, hell no, bro.
I love you, B.
Hey, the other thing I was gonna tell you is like when I found out you were with Macizo and I got to know you guys a little bit better. You know what I think it is, bro? From the outside looking in, I mean, you're with them all the time on the road, you know, before COVID and stuff. But uh, you guys are all the same person. I don't know if that
Yeah,
makes any
man.
sense. Like
No, I totally get what you're saying.
the way you guys are, I think that's why y'all blend and get along so well is because y'all are all like-minded people. Like the way you are with people, they're humble as hell, bro. I mean, every
Big
single one
time.
of them that I spoke to, they're not like, hey, bro, we're Macizo, get away. You know what I mean? I mean, these guys, they're humble, and I think honestly, again, look outside looking in, that's something that really makes y'all click. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah, bro. Hey, it's so weird, man, because it's like I do the pretty much like the exact same thing that I've always ever done. On the road, off the road, I'm the same dude, you know? And then being on the road, especially with them, you know, I spend the most of my time in my bunk. That I've always been that dude. You know, I've heard from other people that they would say like, "Oh, he doesn't want to be around us." You know, he just wants to be in his bunk. And it's like, that's where I love being in my bunk. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? And the Macizo guys, they've never like they've just been so cool, man. Like, you know what I mean? No weirdness
They're not
you
like
know,
Joey,
why
get
is he over
out. You've been in
there?
there for 4 hours already.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's I don't know, man. It's such a comfortable situation, bro. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
there's
Like
your reply,
everything
boy.
about it is. Let's see.
There's your reply.
I have
Brian
to
says,
keep up
I ha-
with him. This.
it's tough to move, man. Uh, Joey, so you know, being on the road, dude. You know, you mentioned you mentioned the name Starla a lot tonight, and if you follow Joey on any social media, you know who Starla is, uh, and that's the love of his life, and he'll let you know it right away. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it, and you know what's cool is that some guys are real macho about that. Like they don't. That's not part. Like they're not gonna. You know what I mean? I'm Joey
Yeah.
JMZ Jimenez, and you're not gonna know any part. And you're not like that. Um,
No. I I I can't. I don't know how to act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and more so, like with her, she's my backbone, dude. Like my number one supporter. To keep it real. You know, I've learned. I'll tell you one thing, man. I've learned being with Starla that there's a lot of people out there that demand the truth but can't fucking handle the truth, and I'm one of them.
you can't
You
handle the
know,
truth.
and dude, sometimes, and she puts it on me, dude, and I'm like, they're making excuses, and it's like, no, after the fact, it's like, man, she was right. Like she was keeping it real, 100% real, you know, and you don't find people like that, dude. And when you surround yourself with that's what you call real. You
Like
find out that your circle starts getting smaller because now you're opening your eyes to bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
no, that's a good way of
And
putting it.
and and yeah, man, and she's been my number one supporter, bro. And I'll tell you one thing, and this is no bullshit. A lot of people probably thought that she had a hand in me leaving the band, which is a complete bullshit, bro. She was like, "Are you sure that's what you want to do?" You know, because I
So when
mean,
you
I
say
was
leaving
telling
the
her
band,
everything,
you're talking about when you left
leaving
Grupo
Signal.
Signal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, she was like, "Are you sure?" Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's, you know, I mean, I don't know that world, and but she supported me, man. You know what I mean? And
So
and not only that, the fact that I went through what I went through, and then I was jobless, she stuck by me, bro. Even till this day, with all this pandemic bullshit going on. I mean, she's my best friend, bro.
I would
Why would I
probably
want to hide that?
I would probably assume that on your time that you weren't playing gigs and then now with COVID, that's probably the most time you spent with her, like together.
Oh, dude, we do, dude. Let me tell you something, bro. We do everything together. Everything. Like we do everything together. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, I was playing bingo with my nieces, right? And started telling me, she's like, babe, we got to, I forgot to pick up medicine for my grandfather. I got to go to Walgreens. And I told my nieces, I said, okay, girls, I'll be back, you know, and they're like, Uncle Joey, Auntie can't go by herself. And I was like, we go together everywhere. That's just how it is, bro.
Yeah, no,
That's just truth.
yeah,
Yeah, straight up.
and it's not celoso or nothing. It's just like y'all are friends, bro. You enjoy being around one
Yeah.
another, and that's those are things that,
We,
that get unseen
it's crazy because especially like you mentioned that I wasn't working, and even now that because of everything that's going on with COVID, we're constantly in each other's grill, and it's we we could deal with each other. Not that we deal with each other. I don't want to say it like that, but we enjoy each other's company, bro. Like we really do. Like I would be lying if I sat here and said, well, sometimes I want to be by myself. Go over there and let me have my time or whatever. But there's times like, for example, she goes and does her nails. I'll wait for her, or she goes do things, or I go outside and play drums. She'll be inside, like stuff like that. But for the most part, I mean, I go with her to work every day. I mean, she gets me, dude. She's the fucking most. She's one of the most funniest people I've ever met in my life, bro. Like, she's like constantly making me laugh. She's crazy, dude.
now that's me and my wife,
But
bro. I
she's
mean,
she's
since COVID, we both work from home, and we built this little studio / office, and we literally look at each other all day long, and it's kind of like you kind of like look over the monitor and be like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just I wink my eye at her, but then she wants to call human resources and call them and tell them on me that I'm
Hey,
winking at
it's
her.
funny that you say that because I'm there with Starla at work, and I go over there and I rub her, whatever, and she's like, I'm gonna report you to HR or whatever. But dude, you know what? I'll tell you one thing. I have a blast with her, bro. Even if we're just outside we'll watch Tejano videos on YouTube, bro, and we're just there, and it's fucking awesome.
Quality time. Quality
Yeah,
time.
man.
That's crazy. Hey, Joey, and I did a little stint in the military, and I kind of know what it's like to be gone, for long periods of time and being away from your family, and it takes a toll, bro. It does. It takes a very strong relationship. Oil field workers, anybody that kind of truck drivers, anybody that works, musicians. You work away from family. It can take a toll. It's not the same as working a 9 to 5 and coming home. But did you said something earlier that during your time when you left when you had left the Grupo Signo and you were kind of like in limbo, that was your rock.
Yes, dude. And you know what? And I'll be honest with you, man. I always thought. Well, I'm not gonna say I always thought, but I remember. I'm not gonna say no names, but when I was playing with AB, we had some members, right? And one of the members was living the high life, man, buying badass cars, just living this amazing life. Had this girlfriend and whatever. And then he got fired from the band, or wasn't in the band anymore. And then come to find out, he lost everything. His girl left him, and because he wasn't this dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or who was in that spotlight or whatever. And I would think to myself, like, man, I used to always think that this is 100% my life, like music, like being a drummer, being out there on the road, playing music in front of people. And it's like, well, there's more to life than just that, And Starla, she's known me, bro, since I was 14 years old. I'm talking before the tattoos, before she's known me that long. And so I carried a special place of her. I mean, I carried a special place of her in my heart. So when this situation popped up, I was like, well, shit, man, what's going to happen? In my head, I was thinking. But she likes me better here, bro.
That's crazy. Hey,
Than
Joey, and as a
being
musician,
that dude.
as a musician, do you like anybody else? I don't think anybody saw COVID hitting the way it hit, or doing the damage that it did to our economy and stuff like that, and stopping us from living and doing our daily things. And then with you guys, looking forward to seeing you guys play on weekends and stuff like that. And you didn't see that coming. Do you think that most musicians save for a rainy day, or most musicians, like, as fast as the money they make, that's as fast as they spend it?
Honest to God, bro, I don't even know, man. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that spent their money or just was living fast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that there were some that were prepared for whatever if something were to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? But man, this stuff came and just slapped us all in the face, bro. Like stopped everything, bro. And it's like, holy. I mean, thank God that there were sources to assist everyone, little by little with unemployment and stuff like that. But it's crazy, man, because it's like your livelihood just stops. You know what I mean? Like,
Just
what the
stops.
hell? Yeah, man, it's a trip, bro. And I remember she had told me a few months back if I missed being on the road or whatever, and I said, honestly, I have my drums here. I'm good. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's all I really want to do. But then you start to think, like, yeah, you miss being up there on stage and playing for the fans.
Somebody interrupted him. There he's gone again.
Sorry,
There.
bro. Sorry.
It's all good, bro. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me fix this. It's what we're talking about. It's kind of leading me to my next thing here. We've been talking about for the record. I don't know if you're married. Just been together a long time. Common law. What's the
We're
deal?
pretty much common law married, yeah.
Common law. So with that being said, bro, tonight's show is actually being sponsored by Joey and his common law and his lady.
Well, she's pretty much my wife. It's pretty much that's that. I mean, I don't refer to her as my fiance or my girlfriend, or that's my wife. That's my everything. That's my se acabó la fiesta.
I got you. So with that being said, tonight's show is being sponsored by Circle T Tanning and Boutique. They're located at 1001 East 6th Street in Alice, Texas, home of the Coyotes. And they're living the good life, bro. Check out the hours. Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6 p.m. If you're in the Alice area, Corpus area, whatever, and you want to find some stuff that you don't ever find at, normal stores, go by and check them out, man. You can get a tan, walk out with some new clothes and some stuff for your house, and you'll have your house looking like Joey's in no time. If you check out the back of where Joey's at, it'll be real homey de madre. So again, man, Circle T Tanning and Boutique, 1001 East 6th Street in Alice, Texas. And they're open Tuesday through
Yes,
Friday
sir.
from 11 to 6. Go by and check them out. And Joey, thanks to you and Starla for sponsoring tonight's show, man. I really appreciate
Oh
that, bro.
man, thank you so much for everything, man. We appreciate it.
That's I've been, dude. You don't know how much I was looking forward to this show, dude. I just kind of want to, and I'm kind of like everywhere, dude. It's not like some shows you see they're recorded and then they go back and fix what they want and what they don't. Take this out, take this out. Hey, what you get is what you see is what you get.
For sure.
That's what it is. And again, I do this every Wednesday, bro. So for all the people watching on Joey's, you can friend request me. I think since you posted a thing, dude, I've got 1 million friend requests. I do it every Wednesday, and we talk about all kinds of different things. Also, Joey, I saw on your Facebook, bro. Right now, you're actually you're doing a raffle in a sense.
Yeah, dude.
If you want to, they can hear you.
Yeah, I'm doing a raffle. Yeah, people can hear me. I just decided. Well, actually, people were actually hitting me up about raffling. Hey man, you raffle like drum heads or some drumsticks or some jam stuff. So Starla was like, maybe you should do like a raffle, like get a package together, and I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So then I got things together, and yeah, you get, believe it or not, you get a jam shirt with the black logo, and we offer that shirt in the mustard yellow that you see. We have it in red, maroon, pink, blue. As a matter of fact, I got a blue shirt I can show you right now in a little bit. But you also get an 18-inch DW signed Jams drum head. You get a autographed poster. You get a pair of my head drumsticks, signature drumsticks that you cannot find anywhere. Those things are exclusively with me. You get Jams buttons, you get a Jams koozie, and you get a 20-ounce tumbler, either a black or pink. Pink is shown in the picture. But in the koozies, if you can see, there's a lot of koozies there. So whichever color you'd like, But yeah, there's 50 spots, and each spot is $25. And this is a value of like $300.
All the stuff that's being shown.
Yeah.
Hey, Joey, so
Yeah.
I have your cash up right there. It's the money sign.
Yeah.
I am JMZ.
I am Jam. I am JMZ.
So how would you like the people if they were interested? How would you like the people to? Do they just put a note?
Some of the people that have already been
$25?
hitting me up, some of the people that have already been hitting me up have just been sending me the payment. Like I'll get a notification, you got a 25, and then it'll say for like the raffle. And then I'll reach out to them and be like, well, what slot? I'll send them the slots that are available, and then they'll pick whatever slot they want, And if they don't do Cash App, they can inbox me or comment, and I can send them a detailed invoice to their email. We'll figure out a way to make it happen.
Yeah, he's pretty legit about the invoices. I actually got a couple of shirts and whatnot.
Oh, check it out! Look! I got one of the shirts. I got one of the colors that would be available in the raffle. See?
Oh, that
There's
was
a blue
sweet.
one.
I like that blue right there.
Blue with black. And so all the shirts will have the black logo, but like I said, we have for the shirt in the blue, red, white, pink, maroon, and mustard yellow. Look at what I'm going to show you something, dude. What I'm working on right now. You get to see it exclusively here.
Exclusively on Bumpers Wacky
Wednesday. Are you ready for this, bro? I don't think you're ready for this, man.
A ver, let's see.
Look at this. Got some jam shorts right there, buddy.
Damn it! For when you go to the gym.
Oh, for whenever. You can wear them for whatever.
No, those are sweet. Hey,
yeah, man.
I thought you were gonna pull up a pair of chones, bro, or some boxers. Like, God, this guy's for real, bro.
Yeah.
There was some. So, you know what, dude? I tried to get a picture of. Sapo had sent me a picture of you and him in Beeville, and I couldn't get it to load. Last minute, I couldn't get it to load.
When I played, was last year when Sapo invited me to the Spring Fest.
Yeah.
Asked me if I would be a special guest to jam with the Motley Crue.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. There he is.
Ching Hao, bro.
We keep doing it, dog. uh,
My bad.
what am I gonna tell you?
No. Yeah.
You know-
So Sapo asked me if I would be a guest to. Well, actually, he initially invited me to the show that they were gonna have a Motley Crue tribute band. If I wanted to come check out the show, and I was like, hell yeah, I would love to go check it out. But then that turned into, hey man, would you like to jam a song with them? I was like, hell yeah. So I got to go hang out and play Looks That Kill with Motley 2, which is a Motley Crue tribute band out of Los Angeles. So it was awesome. Thank you, Sapo. I had such a blast, man.
He wanted me to tell. Let's see. I was here somewhere. Oh, a shout out to Sapo's daughter. I think it's somewhere. He put it on here somewhere. Shout out to my daughter Haley. She's on her 22nd birthday. So Joy, if you want to
Happy birthday.
Let's see. You can go to some of these other comments, brother. We kind of been missing. Hey, my wife said that mustard shirt would go good with my outfit tonight, bro.
There you go, doggy.
Oh man, Isaias, I was not gonna let him go. I was not gonna let him go without talking about this. We're definitely gonna talk this, bro. Because he had a rough Sunday, I promise you.
No, I didn't have a rough Sunday.
Well, he had a lot of injuries. He had a lot of people hurt.
Hey, you know what? I had a lot of injuries, and guess what? And we spanked the freaking Jets.
Easy. That's my boy Sam Darnold. I coached that when he was a little kid, bro.
I mean, we didn't win by 1 point.
I know. But
Just saying.
In Isaiah's fun, I want to talk about. So if you guys don't know, Joey is not a Dallas Cowboy fan. He is not a Houston Texan fan. This guy reaches all the way out to the West Coast and San Francisco. He is a huge 49er fan, and he will not
all
let
day
you
long, buddy.
not know that, So how is it being on the bus? Because I'm pretty sure that the rest of my CISO is all Cowboys fans.
Hey, but you know what? They're cool though. They're supportive.
They're supportive unless you're playing them. Unless you're playing them.
No. They're cool. Like they don't what you call it? They don't pick on me that much. You know what I mean? I mean, I pick on them too, but for the most part, they're supportive.
It's funny because you're a drummer, and I got another friend that's from Florida. I knew in Florida, and he comes every year for the town. I don't know if you know him, Vert Ibarra. Man, dude, he's gonna kick my butt. The name is not coming to me right now. They have a couple of good songs out already that have made the Tejano Gold Countdown, and
Bajo Cero?
No. They're from they have one with they did a like they sang with another girl. I can't think of the dang name. He's gonna be so mad. Hey, Bert, put your dang band's name on there, bro. I'm having a brain fart. I'm sorry.
Hey, but it's funny that you say that about drummers because Adrian Gonzalez, who used to be the drummer for La Firma, plays drums for Voz de Mando, 49er fan. Rene Martinez, Intocable, 49er fan.
No, I was seeing with Cowboy stuff.
No, man.
Hey, I got a question for you, bro. Is it true that dude takes his boots off to play with?
Yeah. He plays with Pumas. Or the last time I saw, he was playing with Pumas. And which brings me to my point to why even wear boots, bro? Come to my side and just stay. You know what I mean? Why even do it?
I can see Rene Martinez with his hat freaking creased up nice con Vans on. Hey, the group of the name of the group is called Completo. Check them out if you guys never. They have 2 songs, Besos de Aire, I think, and that was the one that they sang with the girl. Is it Aisha? I don't remember her name, but it's
okay.
Aisha. Yeah, it is. It's with the girl named Aisha, and it's dude, the song hits. But it's cool, bro. That's the kind of life on the road. Like I said, you know, Isaias just said you're the one that talks all the shit. You're the one that starts the shit. They don't. People laugh at me, bro, because I'm a Tennessee Titan fan. You know what I mean? And
Pasa nada, bro. Pasa nada.
Hey, I grew up a Houston Oiler fan, and you know, I went to Titans. Muñeco will say something different. He says I'm a fan of anywhere I live. That's what he likes to say. Because I used to live in Tampa for a while. He said, "Oh, you're a
Dude, but
Buccaneer."
I've been a fan. I've been a 49er fan since I was 8 years old. Like I've flown the flag through the good times and the bad times.
Dang, and there's been some bad times.
Dude, let me tell you
not
about a
as
bad
bad
time.
as the
Let me tell you about a
Cowboys.
bad time because she's right here. Let me tell you something about. Was it 2 seasons ago? I was watching the game, right, and this is when we were getting our asses beat. I think we were getting beat by the Cardinals, and I was watching the game, and of course, you know, Starlight and I, we're normal people like everybody else. Everybody argues, right? So we're in the middle of an argument, and I'm totally like she's telling me something. I'm ignoring her because I'm looking at the TV, and she's standing by the TV, and I'm just like that, and she's like Joey, I'm just looking, and she fucking unplugs the whole power strip, vato. Turns the whole shit off. I go, what are you doing? You have to do that. She goes, so what? They're gonna lose anyway. Oh. Gee. Really? Shots fired, bro?
That's when you hit rock bottom, baby.
Exactly. Yes, dude. I was like, golly. We laugh about it now, but I wasn't laughing at that time.
Dang, dude, that's hilarious, bro. I it's it's awesome to know that as you said earlier that you going to being part of Macizo, like they were your long lost brothers, and like I said, that says a lot, dude. And, you know, I hope that you remain there for shit as long as you can, bro, because the 5 times that I've seen y'all jam live, dude, I mean, and again, remember, Macizo's been my top 3 favorite groups of all time. But when you came on, bro, it's like as we say in the Marine Corps, that snap and pop. Tawa con madre, dude. Like it just has that little that little crispiness that's not normal. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people.
It's the cool thing. The cool thing is that, bro, is like Macizo. It's crazy because and the guys know exactly where I'm coming from here. They know where I'm coming from here. So I've read people tell me that by me joining Macizo was the biggest mistake of my career. Like I went backwards. You know, like, oh, why would he do that? That's career suicide, and you know, those guys are nothing anymore, whatever. And to me, I look at it like, you know what, bro? I get to be part of the creative process of building it up again because this is a whole nother journey with Isaias. You know, Isaias, this is like it's like a new band, but the advantage, so to speak, is that the new band already has hits from their heyday. So now we got to create a new heyday with new hits.
I'm gonna say a comment, and I don't want you to take it in the wrong way, but you said something that threw a light bulb on. You said you get to be a part of something. You get to be a part of the creative process of music, which me as a fan of Joey, a fan of Tejano music, a fan of Macizo, a fan of all the bands you played for, it's almost like a poke in the rib in a sense, to where that's what's making you happy, is that they're going to be open to your knowledge of the music and what you bring to the table, and and it's not going to be like, hey, it's my way. You play this, yeah. Would you agree, or you kind of don't agree?
No. Macizo is super awesome with letting me be me. You know what I mean? And even with Signal, like I did what I did. You know what I mean? Nobody really told me what to do. You know what I mean? And I didn't know that even then I was creating something. I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't go into the studio with a premeditation that, oh, I'm gonna do something or create something. I just went, sat on the drums, put the headphones on, they played me the demos or whatever, and I just recorded them as I thought they should sound like or whatever. And or not so much the way they should sound like, or just the way that I played. And I didn't know that I was creating something. It's funny, bro, because it's weird because and I have no problem saying this because when I was in the band, right, while I was there, a member of that band, if they asked the lead vocalist and this look and this and everything, he would say, because of that guy right there. Right? While I was there. Because of that guy. You know, everything changed when this guy joined the band. The sound changed, the look changed, or whatever. But now that I'm not there, oh, it was their idea. You know what I mean? I'm not, and it's not here or there. But what I'm saying is this: is that I went in there and I did what I did, and like I said, nobody told me what to do. I mean, I was the only other drummer in that band that recorded on the records other than the singer on drums. He recorded drums on all the songs, and then I came in and the sound changed. And it was the same band. The only thing that was different was the drummer. So, I mean, that should say something, right? And I was just doing my thing. I come Macizo, and it's kind of like the same thing. I just get there, I'm hearing the demos or whatever, and I play, and it's kind of like I'm making a soup, and I'm saying, here, taste it. You know? So.
With that being said, you know, me and my wife had this conversation before, like speaking on the band, and I'm a fan of the band. I'm not gonna sit here and say that you know I mean all the songs that you helped make and played on, you know, I dig them. I still do, but
oh, me too. I mean, I'm proud. I do, trust me, man. I'm proud of what I did there. I mean, there's a few songs that I'm like, why the fuck did we record this song? You know what I mean? But for the most part, I mean, I'm proud of the body of work that I did there. You know, I mean, I'm very proud of it. That's on my resume, dude. You know what I'm saying? And
I can agree with you on the whole the persona now, the look of the band. Literally, it was like it's like you with Macizo right now. You have dudes with cowboy hats, cowboy boots, and then here comes Joey. Hey, I'm Joey Jams. I'm Joey Jimenez. I wear Vans, bro. And if I can wear shorts, I'm gonna wear some shorts, a bandana, cap backwards, and I'm gonna jam. That's who I am.
Because to me, that's really what it's about. I think, you know, I mean, I think that I don't think there should be rules on the way you should look. You know what I'm saying? That's how I've always been. And then there's people like the public that are saying, well, I don't like it. You know, I don't like that you wear eyeliner, or I don't like that you're trying to have this dark look or whatever. You're not Tejano. You don't have, you know, you're going off somewhere else. But then there's other people on the other side that love it. You know, I mean, so it's just with anything in life. I mean, you're not gonna make everybody happy.
No, bro. I mean, you're being you, bro. That's what makes you original. You know, that's what makes Joey Jams, bro. That's you. When people think of freaking Joey Jams, Isaias, if you have it, go in and send it to me, bro. Text it to me. I'd love to post that up. He said, I got a picture and a video of Joey in a cowboy hat.
Yeah, he's got a picture.
But no, I mean, you know, and it's just funny to see you thinking about the other band, like it's like taking the way you looked and the way you dressed. Now everybody's like that, and that's the way it is. But enough about that. I'm happy for you, bro. I really am. We can't wait. We can't wait to see you on the road again. I can't. I know my wife can. I mean, we can't wait to go out dancing. She doesn't like when I go.
As a matter of fact, I think we have a few dates coming up in October.
Already?
I'm sure. Yeah, already. So I'm sure once we know, I think there's a private early on, and then I think there's 2 shows in the middle of the month. So that's going to be cool to get out and do it again, you know.
Are you in
to
shape
everybody
for it, Joey? You
out
ready?
there I think I'm ready.
Dude,
I mean, I've been playing almost every day.
So before, remember we talked about this earlier, dog. Do you have the sticks right there in front of you?
Yeah, they're here.
Okay. Check this out. My whole life, every time I've seen a Motley Crue, Metallica, all these people, I always see the drummer freaking twist the sticks. But I really always thought that they would just get it and they go like this so it looks like they're twisting. Yeah. So now that I have you live on Facebook on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, I got to see a few spins, bro. I have to. I have to see a few spins if you got them.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you like this. Look, without the stick, this is what my fingers are doing. My index finger and my middle finger are just going back and forth to each other like this. Like that.
Okay.
And the stick, it goes like this. Like look, so if I'm doing it like this, right?
A la madre, you are
But
spinning.
hold on. But check it out. So look, I'll do it side profile so you can see my hand, right? This is forward, right? That's forward, right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
With my hand that way. But if I go to the side so you can see what I'm doing, look. You see?
Yeah, it does look like what I was doing.
Yeah, it's just doing this.
I like it the first time though. The first time it looked badass.
But when I'm playing, right? And I can't really do it that much. You know, it's just like one, and then a flip, one, another flip, then another flip.
Here,
then the backwards flip.
He ain't gonna spin it. But you do something. There you go. That right there, bro. That is it. I haven't seen anybody that bring that stick around your head. Is that a JMZ exclusive?
That's it. No, that's Tommy Lee, dude.
That's what he does. That's where you got it from.
That's what he does. Like yeah, you just put it behind you, and boom.
That's
or
crazy.
Sometimes when I hit it, I'm already throwing the stick in there.
I thought it was for like a beat, bro. When I first saw you doing it, man, he's keeping timing. He has it down to where he brings it around his head. It's giving.
Well, no, it's all done with time. It's all done with time. Because if I'm playing, if I'm playing the cumbia, right, and I'm doing this, right. So if I'm doing this, when I hit the cowbell, I'm coming over here and I flip, and then I do it again. But the cowbell is on time.
Fancy.
See, I'm still on time. Like that.
He said you got it from los Huracanes del Norte, vato.
Oh, he sent me a video, and the drummer was doing twirls, and he goes, "Is that where you got it from?" I was like, "No."
Hey, Joey. So you being the drummer that you are, bro. Have you ever like tried to pick up another instrument?
I could play pretty much anything except like any like horns.
You could play
I could
guitar.
play like a little bit.
Ah, that's cool, man. That's good.
Starla says no.
Hey, we have a Sap was like, Bumper, we need to sit down and bring him and Macizo to Bevo in April to the Spring Fest. He goes, I may need your help. Hey, you don't need my help. There, you call him up right there. They'll take care.
Let's
They'll
do
take
it.
care of you. They'll do it. Joey,
I'm over here air drumming solo.
yeah, Solo. He's gone. I wanna. I usually we're already over my time. It doesn't matter.
Uh-oh.
There's no time limit. But dude, first of all, I'm still in amazement that I could sit down and have a over 2 hour conversation with the guy that I've been paying. Well, let's not talk about how much I've been paying to see you, motherfucker. But you know what, dude? I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I've been lucky that I had enough good friends in the music industry that I really never have, and I really don't pay. And even if they're not here, it's like I'll call Eloy or I'll call somebody like, hey, bro, what do you? I said, dude, I don't want to pay $75, bro. At Cowboys, I don't want. He goes, I got you, and he always makes it happen. So shout out to my boy Eloy and Fernando. They've always made it happen. But Joey, again, bro, thank you, dude. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on here. Maybe we didn't get too necio, but no, I mean it's like I told you before. It's more of a conversation and more. There's really no people hit me up, bro, and be like, "Hey, bro, what was the subject this week?" Like if I don't have a subject, bro, like we're not touching on a specific subject, people will be like, "Hey, dog."
Yeah, it's just going with the flow.
Yeah, no. Like we're not talking about suicide, or we're not talking about police brutality, whatever. It's just a good interview, man.
Well, I appreciate you, man, inviting me and everything, and it means a lot to me, and thank you to my other half for allowing me to sit in our living room for 2 hours talking to you because I know she's hungry and I'm hungry too.
Oh shit! Are you gonna be flying W tonight or what? Whataburger?
Maybe.
Whataburger? Well, no, Joey. I'm not gonna get off. I got a few more minutes. I got a couple of bills to pay on here, and I'm not gonna keep you on. But bro, neta, thank you for being humble, bro. Thank you for always answering my calls, whatever it might be, whatever questions I've had.
Hey, thank you for the support, man.
And I'm gonna do my best to keep the music going. It's a big part of my life. It's always been a big part of my life. And people like you, I want to tell you face to face, bro. If you never heard it, this is the God honest truth. Tejano music, many songs that you've played on, the drums, being away from home and being overseas, whether it was in Iraq, Afghanistan, wherever it may be. No matter what kind of day, you could have had the most awful day you could imagine, and you can kind of imagine what I'm talking about. But to be able to come back to whether it was the floor, somewhere in the dirt spot somewhere, or if we had a covering, a building, and we were sleeping on the ground, whatever the case may be, we always had a way to listen to our music, whether it was an iPod or MP3s, little MP3 player, whatever we had. And I want to tell you, bro, that you guys have you see the fans, you can play for them, but I don't think you guys get enough thank you from us, or I'm going to say from me, military person. You bring home back to us. So no matter what kind of day we were having, the second we pop on a song and put those earphones on, it lets us know that home is still there. no matter how far we were away, no matter what kind of day we're having, home is still there, and it just brings a sense of homeness to you, bro. You have no idea, dude.
Well, man, I'll tell you one thing. I know on my behalf and millions of Americans, man, we thank you guys for your service and sacrifice. That takes a lot of balls, man. Straight up.
Dude, I do it a million times over, man. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you that, and any of your band members from Macizo are watching. Yeah, man. I mean, your music just always reminded us that home was still here, the world's still spinning, and we're gonna make it back one way or the other. And it let us know that, Texas and our South Texas was there, and it was still in our hearts. So, again, Joey, gracias, bro. Mil gracias for coming on my show, bro. For all the people watching for Joey, I need your help. Before I let Joey go, I need you to go to YouTube and you need to search Bumper Gomez. Yeah, like the bumper of a car. Bumper Gomez. You need to like, subscribe, and share, because I need to get to 1,000, bro. If I don't get to 1,000, I'm gonna stay on Facebook forever, and I want to move to YouTube. But you gotta have 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys could do me that favor, Joey, if you could do me that favor, push it out.
Oh, for sure, brother. You already know, man.
Just subscribe to my channel. I got to get at least 1,000, and we're gonna blow this up. And then one more thing before I let you go, since I know Isaias is watching. Dude, I want to do a freaking unplugged Wacky Wednesday from Garcia's, and a little jam session, a little interview, and just like a very chill environment.
Oh,
so,
dude, that'd be
Isaias,
awesome.
I know you're watching, and I know it's Brian and Albert, the ones that you gotta get into. So talk to them and let's make it happen, bro. I want to do it.
For sure.
I want to do it
Let's
as soon as possible. So,
but
all
thank
right,
you
Joey.
again, Bumper, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on your show. But more than anything, apart from the show and everything, thank you for being my friend, man. I really appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
I really, really do, man.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you on the road. And if not, dude, me and my wife are heading, down that area. We'll stop by, take you and your lady to eat or something. After all this damn COVID shit's over. So
sounds good, man.
From the bottom of my heart, dude, go get you something to eat. I know your lady's probably tapping her toes in the back. Gracias, bro, and we'll talk again, man.
It's playing.
All right, Joe, you be good, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe, stay alive, and be somebody.
There you go, baby. So there he was, man. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Joey JMZ Jimenez himself. We didn't get to touch. Well, we did. We touched on everything that I wanted to touch on. So those of you that are still watching, that are watching on, came on because Joey invited you. Every Wednesday I do this, man. We talk about anything and everything. I really appreciate all the love I've been getting, all the messages I get after the show. Thank you. They had a good time. And that's what keeps me going, man. I really appreciate that. But before I get off, I got some things I want to share here locally. If you're in the San Antonio area, man, my friend Leia Zarazuda, I've had her husband on. He's a lawyer. He's actually one of my sponsors as well. They're going to be having on October 3rd. They're going to have a $10 plate sale to raise money for Walk by Faith and Not by Sight. And she's going through cancer, and she has a YouTube page as well, and you can kind of follow her along her journey. But I just wanted to put this out there. If you guys are in the area, in the San Antonio area, October 3rd, check it out. Come by and come get you a plate and help for a good cause, man. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I want to give a special thanks to all my sponsors that have been sponsoring my shows. I've been saving the money from the sponsorship. And then a big shout out to my son, Jesse. As you can see, I got some new toys, man, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the toys. We finally got something I've been wanting for a long time, and it's I'm learning to play with it, so it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. The show's gonna get better and bigger, and don't think because I have somebody, and I'll say he's famous for me in my eyes. He's famous, somebody like Joey. I had Ezekiel Elliott's mom on here a few weeks back, and they're like, "Bumper, you said no famous people." If I can get the interview, I'm gonna do the interview. I mean that's a given. I'm gonna do it if it's there. I'm gonna take it. But I just want people to really just enjoy the show, and every week will be something different, man. I mean, I really enjoy talking to normal people as well, which leads me to next week for my people that are still on, the few people that are still on. Next week, put this on your calendar, man. In person, live in the Wacky Wednesday studio, I'm going to have an actual police officer. Yep, I said a police officer. Not somebody who's retired who did it for a few years. No, somebody who's working day in and day out being a police officer. And like I told him, man, the news paints a picture. And I think that my viewers deserve to ask questions. So if you have questions that, hey, you're not just going to go up to a cop and say, hey, buddy, I want to ask you this question. Stay tuned. Next Wednesday, we're going to have an officer here with me in the actual studio, sharing the studio with me. And he's told me that no questions are off limits. And when he told me that, I'm like, yo, this shit's going to get crazy. Because, sometimes cops are going to give you the lawyer answer. They're going to give you the legal, the right thing to say. But, I really want to get into, I really want to get into how they feel, what goes through their head when they pull somebody over, things like that. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but dude, stay tuned. I'll put it out on Saturday or Sunday. And guys, share the hell out of it, man. Please share the hell out of it. And again, I need y'all's help, man, with the YouTube. Go on there, look up Bumper Gomez, like, subscribe, share. As soon as we're done with this video, it'll be up there. And just keep tuning in, man. Every Wednesday, I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in. It's something me and my family look forward to doing it. It's a good conversation starter. We always talk, hey, Dad, who are you going to have? Blah, blah, blah. So next week's going to be good. I hope, we're not going to have people looking around scared as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some friends out there. They hear the word cops, y ahí están, looking around. But stay tuned, man. I love doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you to Joey. Thank you to all the viewers that came in on his behalf. Hey, you follow me on Facebook. Send me a friend request. Every Wednesday around 7:30. I always have something unless, something drastic happens. I'll be here. And no matter where we're at, we'll... hey, my kids, they want to do a family show. So I got to work on that. They really want to come in and do a whole family show. I think that would be something a lot of people would like to watch since, I have a lot of kids. So thank you guys, man. Y'all keep being you. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Find me on YouTube, man. Please find me on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. I got to get to 1,000. Y'all have a good night. And I love every single one of y'all. Y'all keep being yourselves and help somebody out. Never hurts to help somebody out. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all.